Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And it's Thursday, September 11th. And last night we should have gotten a content preview, and we did get it at like 1 in the morning or something. But this was known that we were going to get something because of the roadmap that they have. Troop Recruit Danmachi Collab Part 3 starts on the 11th/12th. It is currently the 11th and about to be the 12th for some people. So that's what we were expecting. So it is here now. So let's check it out. Obviously, we have RYU. That was not a surprise here. We have fucking Festive Memories Maribel for some reason. I don't understand. They ran Festive Memories Violet last month, and it made no sense. And this Maribel also makes no sense whatsoever. But the main thing is RYU is here. Part 3, final banner. Her and Shuna again. Shuna appearing on all 3 banners, along with some Fount of Wisdom characters. Don't summon on that, you're a stupid idiot if you do. Jubilee is delayed by 1 day, so this won't come out until Friday night/Saturday morning for people because of the issue with Belle's skill. So unfortunate that I have to, do this, and I don't think they extended the end date at all. It's just 1 day shorter. It is what it is. We'll get to this when we get to it. We have the part 2 of the story quest and a new bazaar where you can get an EX ticket and another building. So that's now 2 free EX tickets they've given between part 1 and part 2, just adding to the list of free shit. We have the Tempest Dungeon, which doesn't start until next week. Like, a full week from now. 9/19. Take on powerful bosses and get collab exclusive equipment and a sticker. So, Magic Cubes, Hestia, Angry Hestia sticker, the Hestia's ribbon, which I'm not sure where this is going to go to. Okay. We've got the Recipe Harvest starting on Monday/Tuesday, so this is quite a wide range of events here. Kaijin event also starts Sunday night. Predation Quest on the 12th, Predation Quest on the 19th, Weekend Bingo missions on the 11th, Weekend Bingo missions on the 18th. We have a reduction in stamina costs for Tower of Isis starting on the 18th until October 15th. So a decent amount of time there. That's good. And then we've got Double Bond XP happening tonight as well. So that is the content preview. But the more important thing is that we have RYU's skill preview. Unfortunately, not in English. The English Twitter did not translate or post something for us. So we have to do this the old-fashioned way, and you'll have to forgive me and what Google wants to do. In fact, let's see if Google will translate this. Search with Google Lens. Can we translate this? Is there a translate button? Hold on. Oh no, that did translate. All right. Thank you, AI. Let's figure this out. So RYU, wind type character. Awesome. We knew that. She is on Dungeon Crawler, Adventurer, Fount of Wisdom, and Wielder of Magic. Interesting. Her ult is an AoE EX damage ult, so she is our AoE DPS character, obviously. So that is an interesting thing that we just did there, and I don't want to do that. Okay. We went back and fixed it. Alright, so her first skill costs 0 points. Alright, cool. Deals 200% wind magic damage to all allies. Instant damage. We have not seen an instant damage skill in a long time. Mostly because they're kind of shit. They don't do a lot. They don't receive any real big time buffs. It is just based on your raw attack stat and nothing else. So, sure, whatever. Heals allies for 10% of their max HP. Interesting. I don't think we took that much damage in this meta beatdown battle, but could be mistaken. Has a parallel chant effect that automatically activates after allies' attacks. Huh? Increases skill point gain for magic soul skills by 50%. Oh, that is the Geld effect. Alright, that's good, because as we saw during my 2 billion damage run, we've been running Geld and Elmesia, because Geld is giving the extra 50 skill points, and that is kind of important to using a butt ton of skills. Elmesia with the reset is also important, but I wonder if we're going to be using her still over Hestia, even though Ryu is going to take this slot and give us extra skill points now. Okay. And self magic attack by 10% until the end of battle. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we are getting instant damage, a 10% heal, skill points, and stacking magic attack for Ryu for 0 points. That seems like we're just going to keep using Elmesia. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Sorry, had to kill a insect in the room. Anyways, this seems like a very interesting skill because it is doing quite a bit for both you and the rest of the team. A 0 cost 50% skill point increase for greens can be used quite a few places. Up to 500% is good. A heal, 10% isn't a lot, but if it costs literally nothing to do, that actually is kind of good. Instant damage, like I said, is not super duper useful, but then 10% magic attack that stacks for 0 cost, like that's going to be really, really strong. Her second skill, 90 points, all right, increases attack of all allies, including rearguard, by 100%, just attack, all right, and wind element damage by 140% for 1 turn. Okay, so this wind element damage should be the multiplicative wind attack buff, kind of like what Diablo has for the schemer meta. Let's see if I have him somewhere. I sure don't. Okay. So where's Diablo? Although his says like space plus damage or something, right? Diablo. What does his skill say? Increases own space plus damage by 120%. Okay. So it could go one of two ways. It could be that. I don't see a plus thing here though, but that could just be written in somewhere. But this could also be just straight up more wind attack, which Ice is giving and stacking and Hestia is stacking. Like I don't think it will just be wind attack because it seems like it's just a gigantic waste. This should be the multiplicative wind damage buff, just like the dark damage or dark damage down or something like that, or Diablo Space Plus. It should be that. We'll have to wait and see for the official translation in game. She will be Ryu, and all this content will be coming out in less than 12 hours, like 11 and a half hours or something, as I'm recording this. So she should be a really, really strong AoE nuking character. She does have a few things that Ice does not, because Ice is doing the aerial effect, which is the 25% increase to buffs, and then the 100% wind attack and the dodge, which isn't super useful. But her stacking stuff, the weakness strike and the wind attack, will hit Ryu, who is now stacking 10% magic attack on top of everything else, plus the wind damage and the attack buff here. So between Ice and Ryu, we're gonna have two characters who are probably gonna hit the 2.1 billion damage cap fairly easily. And now we don't even need Geld, so we could do like the full magic team run instead. So if you need the free-to-play mission, then you can run the Soka and Geld with Elmesia option like I did here. And then if you need the all magic mission, you take Geld off and you put Ryu in and you call it a day. So I think she should be really, really good. This is a rather complete team, if I don't mind saying myself. Once we put Ryu here, even with Hestia, we've got the green buff, we've got the orb change, we've got stacks on damage, we've got another orb change with a small amount of stacks if you want to bring her. We're going to have Ryu here with her stacks and big time buff, and then Bell with his stacking pierce power, the gimmick, and his extra alt damage and effects. Like, this is a pretty solid team for anybody. If you can get this team, you're going to be looking pretty good for a while. Even though Anniversary is literally a month and change away. So I'd say this team easily clears the Tails collab. I don't know if it clears the Freerun meta because Freerun team is fairly generic. These units are a bit not as generic, but I still think overall it's a very good team. So that's what we've got coming for tonight and the next, I guess, week or so. So let me know what you guys think of this reused kit. Obviously, there is some element of error to be had between the AI translation and what's actually going to be in game. So we will have to wait a couple of hours until we see it. But we will be live tonight, summoning for RYU, getting the shaft, and then testing her out. Jubilee doesn't start until tomorrow night, so we don't even have that to do. So we'll do some dire Inferno runs or something, and give her a good test. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how strong you think this RYU is compared to the single target ice DPS. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later tonight.